this might be one of the better rookie classes that we have ever seen in the game's history. We can't project every player's future, but I'm talking about impact right now because you have guys like Kevin McGonigle, JJ Weatherholt. You're forgetting because he made his debut last year, but Sal Stewart's still a rookie. Nolan McLean we'll talk about, of course, as the season goes on. Chase DeLauter put on a show. We'll talk about him in a moment. The reason, Kratz, why I think it could be one of the better classes is that you do have guys who are designated as rookies, even though they have prior pro seasons. And I know it was a tough start for Tetsuya Amai, but Okamoto looks super legit, especially with the bat for the Blue Jays. And Murakami hit 3 home runs already for the White Sox. Did the White Sox actually make a move that nobody else did and should have in terms of giving some money to Murakami? I mean, I think most of the league kind of looked at him and swiped him away. Yeah, they did. I mean, he received so much less money than people anticipated. And I know he ended up taking a shorter term deal, but even if he took a longer one, it was going to be nowhere close to what most people thought he was going to get.
Correct. And the White Sox got it. But how many of those homers were on what people said he struggles with? 95 plus. It's hard to hit a home run in the big leagues. And I think AJ and I both talked about it. He could end up with 35 plus. But I don't know that the league necessarily missed on this guy. Watching his swing path, he's going to have to figure out how to maybe cheat to the heater a couple times. Todd, anybody can cheat to a heater. Like, to me, if he's able to get a couple, if he's able to pump a couple at 95 plus, now all of a sudden, okay, now you got a guy who's able to just punish mistake off-speed pitches in the zone, punish that weak comeback sinker that stays middle. So to me, yeah, I get it. People looked over him, but let's make sure he can consistently hit what a lot of bullpens are throwing out there. A lot of starters are throwing out there. So, but man, what a freaking start. 3 dingers in your first 3 games. That works.
Wow. I mean, haters gonna hate Scotty? I mean, I don't know. The guy's got 3 games in his book, and this guy ain't giving him credit right now.
Only 3 homers in those 3 games.
I mean, the dude's on pace for 162.
Mm-hmm.
But Kratzy, he talks all that, I want to see this and that. But, hey, congratulations on a great game, man. Hey, listen, it's fantastic.
That's why we do a show, though. Hey, say it with your chest. Sometimes you guys are right.
Yeah.
You guys called out a couple guys
we did.
That were new on the scene and got a lot of flack for it, right? I'm trying to remember who they were. I think the main one may be Roki, Sasaki. You guys were a little shaky on.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah.
He got beat up the first game, but now he's figuring it out, in my opinion.
Who, Roki?
The right-handed pitcher, no?
Roki? Are you talking about? No, Roki has Yamamoto's a dude.
I was wrong about Yamamoto.
Yamamoto, yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Right, and while we're on all these, players coming over from Japan, it is hard to project sometimes.
It is. It's very hard.
When they hit, they really hit.
And they do.
And I think that both of them are going to be good players in very different ways. Okamoto might hit 285. Murakami might hit 220. But
listen,
what do you see?
I see a ball player. I see a guy that he's talking about 35 plus. I'm saying 40. I think he has it in him. Kratzy, I don't think you're wrong. It's just the way you came out a little hard. And I say hard like that, hard. Like, hey, give this man some credit. He hit a Brewers Club with 3 homers. I don't care what they're throwing up there. He had 3 bing-bings, okay? Let's see how consistent he is. Okay, deal, fine. Shake your hand. We'll move on. But give my man a little slack here, dog. That's 3 homers in his first time playing in USA. That's the USA. So give my man some slack. Chicago, stand up for the guy. Let's go.
Yes, Chicago, you guys need to definitely stand up for your guy. I completely apologize. That is so neat. He hit 3 home runs. The question, Todd, was, is he going to be able to sustain it? And the question has to be answered over a longer term. The fact that he can hit the ball out of the ballpark with ease. Everybody knew that. 80, I think somebody put an 80 power grade on him. Like, that's legit power. You're talking about top 10 power guys in the league if it's an 80 power. And he showed it. Like, he showed it in Milwaukee. He showed it in the situations that he hit it in. But when you go to Okamoto, up in Toronto, to me, what is a more valuable season? If Kazuma hits 25 homers and hits 290, or if Murakami hits 210 and hits 40 homers. To me, I take the 40 homers because 2 for 4, what's the score, in my opinion? But
I like that.
It's one of those things that, who do you look at when you watch a swing path, when you watch the approach at the plate, and you get to see 15, 20 at-bats compared to 150 at-bats, and who's going to come out on top as the better hitter. That's what's exciting about this first week. We can overreact like crazy.
Yeah, of course. And now, so I remember Murakami, he signed what, a 2-year deal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm taking Okamoto, of course, because he's going to be on the winning ball club too. This team's going to make the playoffs.
You're saying for a rookie of the year?
No, I'm just saying.
Or just overall?
Overall. Like, yeah, who wouldn't want Murakami or Okamoto on the team? But Murakami's playing for himself. Chicago's not going to make the playoffs. He's basically playing for himself. So every homer he hits, that's more money he's going to make after these next 2 years. So he needs to keep that rate going and not worry about the wins and losses, which is sad to say. But, if we're going individualized with both of these, yeah, I would want Okamoto because he's with a winning ball club.
4 years, 60 mil, totally different player. Totally different player. Right? One's a first baseman, one's playing third right now.
Look at Kratz. He's got something on his mind.
So he has, I want this though. This is why we do this. I want you to call stuff out. And if you're wrong, I mean, you're doing a show every day, then let him hit 40 homers and be a 5-win player, whatever he is, then awesome. That's great. Okay. But if Kratz says everybody's going to be amazing, then yeah, this is not the right network for you. About Okamoto.
I think his approach, his I forget which at bat it was. He took a walk and it was a borderline pitch. A guy that is, it looks like his approach is gap to gap. It looks like he has a very not advanced approach because Murakami has an advanced approach. And in the big leagues, you walk because guys are afraid of you, not because, this guy just can't find the zone. Those are few and far between. And to me, Okamoto has the ability, and he showed it going oppo in that situation. Taking the walk later in the game. I always remember who it was against. It's my fault, but it's one of those things. To me, I feel like the numbers, the money that they got, that each of those guys got right now, just watching them against big league pitchers, is about right. I obviously the defense for Okamoto is there too. So it's fun. It's fun to watch. I made a bold prediction, and people might say I'm an idiot because I have a 205 career batting average. But in 2018, I got to see Juan Soto and Ronald Acuna Jr. for the first time, and I said, "Whose career do you want more when they're done?" So I pose that question to anybody who has all these rookies that we're talking about here today. Whose career do you want more? And then you make the choice, and then it's fun because all these guys are young. Even the guys from Japan, they're going to be around here for 5-6 years. So, yes, we had an awesome, fun weekend, but choose who you think is going to be the best based on the skill set. And I thought Juan Soto was going to have a better career. So far, Acuna's showing me that, hey, you know what? Athleticism and the ability to win MVP and 50, 70, whatever, 40, 70, so I don't think that jury's out yet, but I think these are the discussions that are fun to have from a baseball sense, not just neato, gang, he went 4 for 5.
Well, you started it, so let's finish with this last minute here. Chase DeLauter hit 4 home runs in his first 3 games. A big reason why the Guardians ended up splitting a series with the Mariners. He ended up breaking the no-hit bid from Emerson Hancock, who looks different this year too. We can cover that a different day. But pick one guy out of the billion rookies that shined so far in the first few games. Who do you want long term? If you're in a draft right now, which guy do you want?
I want Chase DeLauter long.
Really? Yeah?
I do. Seeing him, he dropped the fly ball in the playoffs last year. First guy come up, got a knock. They didn't win. The fly ball didn't hurt him. But to see him come back and just keep battling, putting a smile on his face and doing what he's doing now, that would be long term for me, Chase DeLauter, for sure.
That's the swing for you? Okay. Yep. Kratz?
That's a nice swing. It's a nice swing. It's not like the most beautiful swing, but man, he does some really, really good things. I'm taking Kevin McGonigle. I think that there's short arms. If there's a trait, I want somebody to be 6'3" with 5'10" arms. Like, he's got short arms, just like Mason Miller just said. He's on the plate. He stays through the zone a long time, and he's got a quick bat. I just feel like guys who control the zone with a quick bat and aren't only trying to do damage but can do damage, they have a long sustained career.
And one we haven't talked about because he's not up yet is old Connor Griffin.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
We haven't seen him yet, but we will.
Well, get his hiney up there. Let's go. What are
we will. We're gonna see him.
Why? Talk to me. Why? Why not?
Because I hate the Pirates.
Why not?
That's what it is. Twitter thinks I hate the Pirates. That's why he's not. No, the reason he's not up there is because he didn't accept his $100 million extension. That's why he's not up there. That dude should be playing in the big leagues and should be learning in the big leagues.
Bingo. He's going to come up as soon as he's eligible for them to get the extra year, because with this rookie class, I think the chance of him winning NL Rookie of the Year is lower, or being top 2, whatever it is, for them to get the pick. So once you take that out of the equation, they just want him up in the bigs as quick as possible. And one last shout out, Owen Casey also looked really good. You forget that he's a rookie since he had some time last year, but part of that Edward Cabrera trade.